Look, Ebro in the morning. Rosenberg's on assignment. He's in Vegas. He's at the Pacquiao Bradley fight. Big up HBO. Laura Styles.
Yes.
And give it up for Luke Nasty in the building.
Lit. We
Now,
up there.
is it DJ Luke Nasty?
Yeah.
Because I saw DJ. So you rock club.
Yeah. That's how I pay my bills. Well, up until the music started
So
working.
before this big record,
6 days, 7 days out the week, strip club, bar mitzvahs, weddings, cookouts.
Whatever.
Anything. Anywhere they hire you, there's a check, you're there.
Anything.
I respect it. Good for you, man.
PTA meetings.
Whatever.
Let's go.
So where you from?
High Point, North Carolina.
North Carolina. So, this record that you have, which we're gonna play, because everybody love it. What made you decide to record a record? Obviously DJs. You have Khaled who's decide to produce, or you have some DJs they'll, like Funk Flex, he'll put out a tape of a compilation of records that he put together, or when Clue did it, et cetera, et cetera. Why did you decide to become an artist on the mic, on the record?
I actually was an artist first. Like I was in a group. We had like a bunch of like regional success. Like we was in rotation. We thought it was big. We came up here and did 106 in Park twice.
Okay, so you was popping a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, slight. But we always was like, if we're gonna be in a group, everybody had to contribute more than just words. Like I got a brother, he do graphic design in the group. He did production in the group. So I was like,
You were the DJ in the group.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the problem came because everybody really thought I was just the DJ. Like I would go first on songs, and they like, "Oh, you the DJ for the group? How can we meet the group?" And I'll be like, "What are y'all talking about?"
Yeah.
So I used to go back and forth. So I stopped doing music and focused on DJing because it was working. Like I said, 6, 7 nights out the week.
Getting that money.
Why? Why not? Why fight it? So then you be in the club breaking other people's records every night. You just like
Making them millions.
Yeah, you just like
Look, I've been in radio 26 years. I know the feeling. You see these cats, you see them, they making millions. They won't even return your phone call later on.
Yeah, so my whole thing was, why not just create this? Because I'm a DJ, like I said, I used to drive home in silence so much. Because after I leave the club,
I don't want to hear no music.
Yeah, or I want to hear some Sade or something. So
talk about it.
So then I was like, let me create this highway music for the DJ. Like strippers got their music, trappers got their music, but we play the music and don't nobody make something for us to ride home to. So that's when I came up with the whole concept of just low vibes. And like I said, I'm a 90s baby. My mama used to just, no TV on the weekend, straight old school, clean the house, windows up. So
I can
it's
relate.
just instilled into me. And I always tell people, my mom used to literally get up, get us dressed, and go get lost on the highway to find her way back home. So like, I really used to be on the highway all the time.
Right.
Like,
wait, she got lost? What do you mean?
She'd be like, we about to go to the mall.
Oh, just to drive around and just enjoy the ride.
Yeah, this before GPS and all that. Like, she
all
really just wanted to go find new ways to
and
get
y'all
back.
and that's exposing y'all to your surroundings, too.
Yeah, but I used to get mad because she used to literally park in a parking lot and cry because we were lost. And I was like, and I used to be like, and she be crying like, we ain't gonna make it back. I don't know if she was playing or what. I used to cry like, we ain't gonna
kid, you're looking at your mom, you're like, it's over. It's over.
I like never seen these trees.
Like. Hilarious. So this record originally, I believe it was an Anderson .Paak record.
Right.
Okay? On his
on Venice, right?
Venice,
Yeah.
Where did you know his music, or did somebody put you onto this and you got the instrument? Like, how it work?
This the crazy part about it. Like my homeboy, we got a group chat, and he traveled the world. He like girls all over the world. He had a shorty in Texas. She sent him a video smoking in the bathroom, dancing, being, what grown people do when you can't see them. And all I kept hearing was, and I was like, he was like, you see a body? I'm like, bro, I feel you, but what is playing in the background? He's like, I don't know. So he hit her up. She told me. I went and looked. I listened to a whole bunch of other things. And I just put out my project, Highway Music, last 420. So everybody was like, yo, when you gonna put something out? Because the people that supported me, then listened to the music, developed it, was like, okay, we want more. So I'm working on Highway Music 2, and I had that. So I was like, why not put out a freestyle? A couple freestyles, because I went to the studio one day, I did Check by Thugger, You Ain't Got No Haters, You Ain't Poppin', and I did Might Be. But I couldn't find the instrumental, and I produced, and me being a DJ, I understood that Trap Queen was coming down in the DM was going up. That's in 74 BPM, down in DM 76. So
you needed something to go in
a transition record.
Yeah.
So, because I tell people, I make my music for me. I was playing it in the strip club long before the world heard it. People like, put it out, bro. I'm like, nah, it's just, because I always tell people, I go in the studio, I either do album music, mixtape music, or freestyles, which is like me shooting in the gym where I get to work on my vocals or my flow, just on, practice. But I put it out, one day turned to the other. the campus, I went to WSSU. They just blew up on it, like Cav and meetings, breast cancer on the breezeway. They just playing it. So by that time, my homeboy, he just got on the radio as a DJ. Shout out to DJ Diesel. And he was like, he called me one day like, yo, they gave me 5 o'clock. Today, I'm going to break your record. I was like,
this is in North Carolina?
Yeah, North Carolina. So I'm like, bro, you gonna get fired. Like, he ain't got a show yet. He's just filling in. He come on Labor Day weekend. So I'm like, bro, I don't even want you to, you work too hard to get that position. He like, nah, bro, I believe in you. I had a vision. I like, all right, so 5 o'clock, he breaking it, bringing it back, dropping bombs on it. My manager, he do radio, so he like, yo, who this? Because I ain't even sitting at the hill. He like, yo, who this? Phone lines blowing up. So he tell him, and he called me and like, word? You just putting out records, don't let me know? I was like, bro, I didn't even know it was that hot. Like, I just put it out. So from there, it started bubbling, and the state just gravitated, like, we got one. So everybody just jumped on there and showed me love. And back in my mind, I'm like, oh, my God. Like, because, you know, at this time, it's still Anderson .Paak. I'm like, it wasn't meant to go this deep. Like,
right. So are you thinking like, am I gonna get in trouble?
Yeah,
for this?
That's all I'm thinking about. So one day,
Anderson .Paak guy's gonna come get me.
So one day,
cool,
look, but he was hot. I ain't gonna play. He was hot. One day he hit me up on Twitter like, yo, what is this? And I was like, bro, call me. I was at the strip club. He called me blank, and I'm like, calm down. I'm like, look, I'm a fan. It ain't nothing but love and support. It turns out we was under the same distribution company, so I had the Empire. So we just worked the business out, and you know. It was a better look for me and writer credit, so it was just dope. Like, I'm not ashamed of my...
So you do all your writing, you do everything yourself.
Production, writing, all that. Like, I'm not ashamed of my blessing. You know, a lot of people will get a blessing and be confused. Like, they always tell you, God to give you what you want, just not how you want it. So how can I argue with it?
So you just rock with it.
Rock with it, man.
Let's get this record from Luke Nasty on. When we come back, I want to talk Carolina sports because y'all been catching some L's this past few months.
Oh, God.
I mean, I know it's emotional. But it must be talked about. It must be talked about.
Granted.
Now, are you just gonna go Luke Nasty or DJ Luke Nasty?
DJ, I gotta
always
keep the
DJ.
Gotta keep the culture, because I always tell people our culture right now is that it's worse, because it was a time where the DJ, he set the fashion trends, or the DJ was in the middle of the club. You could see him, you could see what he wearing,
now
see
they
what he doing. Now they put us in a corner.
But we did that to ourselves.
You're right.
You know why? Because there was no protocol. I watched it happen over the last decade. Cats would want a DJ so bad.
Yeah.
If the going average rate in the city was $1,000.
Right.
When the iPad, or what was it, the iPod DJ and the Serato DJ.
A lot of people blame it on Serato, because before it's like nobody would ever take the time to go look for records.
It was deeper than that. It was then people would go, well, I'm going to take $500 just to get in the club. Right. So they would undercut, which would then hurt all the established DJs. Right? Then you had the bottle service clubs that wasn't just for the regular folks to come dance and party. So they didn't even give a fuck about the DJ.
Right.
The DJ they have don't even put the records together right. Right? They just play the song, people turn up, I play another song, people turn up. They ain't even dancing. The shit is whack. You know what I'm saying? So we allowed that to happen because we allowed DJs to come in and nobody say, hey, young man, you gonna fuck up the whole shit for everybody.
And that's the problem. Like I always tell people, the problem with our culture is the old heads talking down on the youngest and the youngest fighting with each other. There's no, DJs like, nah, I ain't about to call that DJ. Like, what's stopping us from having communication? Like where I'm from, I made a group chat within like a 50-mile radius of all the DJs. And I'm like, when we come in this chat, if a promoter call you, put your price in here. It ain't me trying to count your pockets. It's just us trying to keep a union, trying to keep a wage.
A standard.
Like,
but see, that's where the talking down, old heads talking down, is because an old head will be like, yo, my man, check this out. It took me X amount of time to get to this rate. Right? I'm trying to hold my rate. You started DJing 2 months ago, you think it's cool to just be up standing next to me. It didn't work like that.
Right.
You got to put your time in. Like Kanye said, I've been doing this longer than you, man.
Right. And
if you don't put your time in, right, you shouldn't get the accolades. Because and people think, oh, nah, I'm nice. I should just be able to get on. That motherfuckers be mad at me all the time.
Right.
Because I'll tell you in a minute, you're minor league. This is the majors. You can do all that shit you want on satellite. You can do all that shit you want on the internet. You can do all that shit you want on SoundCloud. This ain't that at all. You know what you're talking about? All right. Because what'll end up happening is if somebody's not holding a standard, the shit, it devalues the whole thing. If everybody get the fuck, it ain't special.
You're right. And then on top of that, I always tell people from promoters, from anybody in a position to book it, you got to understand music is the most powerful drug in the world. It hits the soul. So you got to be careful on who you give that power to. Because you can give it to a youngin' and he just going to flood the game with straight trap or straight hood. And it, not saying it ain't bad. I turn up just like everybody else, but it has to be a balance. And nowadays, people don't understand that balance.
Well,
So,
And I feel you should demand skills because DJs don't even blend anymore, or let alone cut or scratch or nothing.
Let's take it to another level.
Nothing.
They don't even talk. They don't even talk.
They don't
no
know
more.
how.
I'm like, how you? If anything, you should know how to say each and every something. Ladies to the bar, something.
Or just blend. Know how to go from one record to the next one
like
seamlessly.
I said, the BPMs is just like people don't even know. Like it was one show I did, I forgot where it was at. I was like, because my song is 74, but when I perform, I like it either at 75 or 76 just to give it that groove and I can jump around. And he was like, how you do that? And I was like, what you mean? How you do that? He was like,
He didn't know what
he was like, I use the sync. So you want me to just put, he put a song up that was what I wanted and synced it.
Because he didn't know how.
But I was like, but listen to me. We the club is live, and I was like, bro, you just slide this down. He's like, oh okay. I was like, wow.
That's sad.
That's our fault, man. That's our fault. We too thirsty. Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Love Cam Newton. Everybody wanted him to win. And what's the energy like in North Carolina?
It's dope vibes. It's like we finally coming together and it's finally making
No, I mean around Cam Newton.
Oh, he's still the man of the hour. Like
but is there any disappointment in how he played? Is there anyone that's like, yo, that fumble was on the ground, the game was on the line, you jumped away from the fumble, my G?
My thing is, at the end of the day, you don't know his situation. I understand that was the biggest platform he ever, but we don't know when he woke up what went wrong. We don't know when he put his helmet on, what was going through his mind. We just don't know.
So y'all, basically what you're telling me is in North Carolina, they're a lot more forgiving.
He put it, I mean,
here
no
in
matter.
New York City.
At the end of the day, sometimes it's not always about winning. It's about what you did to get there. Okay. Like he did a lot. He changed a lot of lives. He brought dab into the mainstream.
Yeah.
Even though it was in the trap, he took it there. He dressed well. He's a good role model. At the
He's
end
a
of the
great
day,
guy. I love him.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that's all that mattered to me. Like, just because I don't win a Grammy don't mean I don't make great music. That's just how I look at it.
The Michael Jordan obviously went to University of Carolina. The Michael Jordan crying meme was on Cam Newton's face. Then it was they put Michael Jordan's own face on his other face.
Yeah.
Wow.
They put Michael Jordan's face on all of his rings.
Yeah, that was hilarious too. That was hilarious.
But then, because he's at the Carolina-Villanova game, Villanova hits the last second shot.
Listen, first and foremost, I'm a Duke fan. So
all right, fair enough.
I can't even give you, but to make sense, like I wanted them to win because it was the state.
Yeah, but
he hit that when he hit that last shot, I ain't gonna flex. I went crazy. Not Villanova,
but Carolina shot. Yeah,
and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Did it when I was like, my first thing I said, Duke wouldn't have did that.
Yo, classic. Look, man, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Hey, it's an honor. Man.
I love everything you're talking about. I love the fact that you upholding this DJ culture and you working. How long you been in the game now?
10 years strong.
10 years.
Started since I was 15, just going at it. That's why I always tell people.
So you was in high school trying to DJ and make music.
What's even crazy? When I was in high school, I missed a band competition, which is I play saxophone. I always tell people I was really in the band. I missed the band competition to open up for Soulja Boy, to open up for Young Dro. Like first time I got to college, we put our bags in our room, locked our door, and came up here to be on 106. So I just been doing it forever. But I always tell people, because a lot of times people they'll make a song, oh, this the one. Not saying that something ain't a hit. You just got to know your particular hit is going to set the fire for the rest of them. So you got to keep making them. Like I made 1,000 songs I thought was a hit. The tape I put out last year, I thought it had pretty dope hits. But now that Might Be is doing what it's doing, everybody going back and appreciating it. Yeah. People don't understand it's not that you don't make great music. You just ain't found your one.
Right.
And that might
or you just timing. Sometimes just timing.
Yeah, timing. Especially because I tell you, I didn't know Tory was gonna drop Say It or Tilla was gonna drop Exchange, but everybody just feel like we was in the lab together, like, yo, we gonna kill him with the samples this shit. So I'm just like, nah, I just stay focused. And I always tell people another thing I did, like, is give my life to God. But without that, I don't even want to be here. 10 years of doing this, it ain't work. I woke up one morning, I was like, you know what? I can't do this by myself. I didn't go get baptized. I didn't get no hands laid. I just looked up to the ceiling and just confess. Like I tried everything.
And you brought up God again. I was gonna try to get out of this thing talking about how nasty you are, because every photo I see, you got this long ass tongue hanging out your mouth.
Hey, but look, who was the last person from North Carolina with their tongue out before the crying emoji? Before the fake Jordan. So it was just, you know.
So you telling me that's an ode to Jordan? You're not talking about eating pussy?
I mean, of course, but it's more than that. Like, I don't want you just, like, when I do my clothing line, we got the tongue on it. It ain't necessarily about, I'm wearing this because I eat pussy. It's I'm wearing this because I feel like Jordan. Like, when he hit the shot and he felt good, the tongue came out.
I want it for the eating pussy.
It's a joyous moment for him. And eating pussy is a joyous moment for him,
Very
too.
joyous moment.
Have you seen his tongue, Laura?
No.
Would you like to show us?
Of course.
Oh, God. It's an interesting tongue.
Don't get bashful now, nigga. Like, every photo I see, your whole shit is hanging out.
The girls love it, though.
Is that, well, I was going to say, is that like how does that work out for you?
Yeah,
like,
it's dope,
Is
man.
it like, yeah, I like your song, it's cool and everything, put your tongue out, let me sit on your face? Like, where the girls go with
They
you?
really be ratchet like that.
Yeah,
Where was we at? We was somewhere.
Yeah.
In some
So
little
they
song.
hit you
nigga.
with
We
what that tongue
performed-
do?
Listen, this even crazy. We performed
What that
somewhere.
mouth do?
Look. We performed somewhere with kids. They mamas came for me. It wasn't like the kids was looking at me like, okay.
Know.
But they mamas in there singing. So
Yes.
I'm taking pictures with the kids. The way I do the kids is my tongue is a funny face. So I be like, make a funny face.
Right.
But they mama was like, girl, you better chill for he be your stepdaddy. I'm like, your child is right here. Like, it's a funny face.
Moms are the best. Shout to the moms. Listen, young people, that's how you got here, because your mom know what time it is.
Man.
You ever had something like that, Laura?
I don't think so.
Put it out one more time.
Yeah, that's
Never?
large tongue. No.
Would you date a guy? Let's say, quick question.
Okay, now it's
There
where it
you
gets
go.
weird.
Here you go.
All right.
His dick game was average.
Average?
Like, it was cool. Like, he had a cool size joint. But then he whipped that thing out. Could you make it work? Would it balance out?
Possibly. I could possibly.
What if he got
possibly.
both, though?
But to me, I need to make sure that that your D's on point. I need that though. I need that. So it can't
said
be
she
like
need
it can't be
that.
bad. Like there's women that get off
You know what part it is?
just on oral. I'm not that. Like I like it, but I need more than
yeah.
that.
You need that dick.
I'm a grown woman.
Ebro
Yes.
is that dude.
I'm a grown woman. Yes.
Being honest.
There's
Need
no
that
shame in
dick.
my game. Yes.
I was just
Yeah.
trying to figure it out, like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
But I'm pretty sure it's a plus. I'm pretty sure he gets a lot of
Now, is that your
a lot of
is that
pluses.
your go-to?
Huh?
Like, so you about to fuck, right? Do you go in with the tongue first?
Nah.
You fuck first.
Yeah, then they be like, oh my God, you brought that too? I'm like, yeah.
All right.
But sometimes I give him the tongue first.
He look how he looking at you.
No, he's just look.
And
I'm
then,
talking to him.
and by
That's
that
why he's looking at
time,
me.
by that time when it's like, okay, I'm straight, then it's like, oh my God, you brought more?
So let me ask you this: how long do you stay in it with the tongue?
Do you really want
Like-
details right now?
Well, this is part of his whole marketing campaign.
Yeah, I mean,
is
it
the
just
tongue.
it really just depends. It depends on a lot of things. It depends on the mood. It depends on the temperature in the room. Because, it get hot down there when she...
Depend on what she smell like.
Of course,
Talk about
definitely. Definitely. Every girl will tell you they taste like whatever.
You a goddamn
Right.
And men are not far behind. We've had this discussion
Like,
before. You guys aren't, the best smelling people either.
Yeah, but we're wild animals.
We
ain't
men.
supposed to be
Still.
the best smelling. We're
Still,
supposed to
gross.
smell like
Nobody wants to put
wildebeest.
disgusting, cheesy, funky balls in their mouth. That's disgusting.
Hey, but you know what's crazy? I done seen some girls go ham after football practice, and I'll be like, I don't know how they do that.
I don't
Because they want
either.
the essence of the man.
I don't either. That's foul.
They want that real.
That's
No one
hilarious.
wants the essence of a beast. We're okay.
Oh, yes, they do.
We're okay.